Something's going on, I can tell. I mean, no one's saying nothing, but I reckon Karen's on her way out.
What makes you think that?
Oh, it's just the vibes I'm getting. And yesterday I saw her coming out of a meeting with Rob and she did not look happy. I reckon he's had enough of her. He's gonna fire her. I mean, I can't hear her packing up her stuff, so maybe she's just biding her time. Just seeing which Hogwarts house I'm in. I reckon I'm a Gryffindor. Let's see. There you go, see? Gryffindor through and through. I am well within my rights, of course, because it is my lunch break.
At 11:30?
Yeah, I mean, I'm tied up in meetings all afternoon, so I thought I'd have it early, you know. Hello? Oh, hiya, Rob. Right, okay. Really? How long for? Oh, I see. Well, no, I don't mind. Of course I don't. You need me to fully take over the department, do you? Oh, no, that won't be necessary. It is, but I don't mind. No. That's absolutely fine. Okay then, bye. I knew it. Say hello to the new head of HR.
You've been promoted?
Well, technically no, but I mean, I am filling in for her, so I'm as good as. I think I'll be needing to change that sign on my door. I suppose I could have our office actually. Oh, bloody hell, what's happened here? How the hell have I managed to get 24 emails within the space of 10 minutes?
Has something happened?
Well, it looks like they're all regarding the same subject. Payroll. I can hazard a guess as to what's happened here. What? Hello? Who? I didn't even know she worked here. Are you sure? No, I'm too busy to talk to her at the moment. Well, tell her I'm out. It's not difficult, is it, Francesca? Good grief, where do they find these people?
Are you not going to answer that?
No point. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it until I've had a strongly worded chat with payroll to find out what the hell's happened. Right, let's have a look. I don't believe this. It looks like half the staff have been underpaid and half have been overpaid. Alice, I think you need to come to my office straight away. I take it this is to discuss the issue with payroll. You're damn right it is. Do you care to explain? Sorry, you seem to be accusing me of something. Well, payroll doesn't get in a mess like this on its own, does it? You work with payroll on a daily basis. That's right, I check that everything's correct before processing and then I send it to the head of HR. Well, Karen isn't here, so I suppose the buck stops with you, doesn't it? Actually, I think it stops with you. What? Well, you're taking charge of Karen's role while she's away. You were keen to do it on your own, so I assumed you'd want me to send you the figures. And you obviously forgot? Actually, I didn't. They were sent at 4:07 on Wednesday. I took the liberty of printing out the email I sent you. Did you not see it? Well, of course I did. I mean, I get a lot of emails. It's a lot to remember. You must have made a mistake before you sent them. I also printed out a copy of the figures before I sent them to you. Everything was present and correct then, so something must have altered them between when I finalised them and when you approved them. Are you accusing me of altering them? No, it's just that for someone who may not understand the system fully, it could be quite easy to corrupt the data. Well, I would not have approved this complete shambles. Well, I mean, I can get IT to look at the system to see who last logged in. Maybe someone tampered with the figures. It seems unlikely, but forget it. I mean, it doesn't matter now, does it? We've just got to correct it as quickly as we can. Now, what I want you to do is to pay every staff member that's been overpaid a little visit and get them to transfer the money back to us as soon as. I don't know if that'll be possible. Then get them to draw the money out of the ATM and give it straight back to us. Well, I don't think we should do that. Right, and in the meantime, I'll tell the underpaid staff that their money will be paid to them as soon as. Oh, I can't. I've got a presentation to do. It's been booked for weeks and Rob's really eager for it to go well. I'll be tied up all afternoon, I'm afraid. So bloody stressful. Oh, Jessica, isn't it? Jessica Freeman? Yeah. I'm sure you're aware by now that you've been overpaid. Oh, I wonder what has happened actually. Well, you needn't stress your little head over it. Very complicated situation actually. But as the money isn't yours, I am going to need it back. Right, okay, well I'm fine with it being adjusted on the next payday. I think you misunderstand me. I'll need the money today. How? There are numerous ATMs around the site, so if you just draw the money out and get it to me as soon as possible, that'll be lovely. Oh, I can't. Well, I hope you haven't been spending what doesn't belong to you. But I don't have my bank card with me. Don't have your bank card? Do you think I was born yesterday? Well, I'm telling you the truth. Either way, I'll need that money back. Do you really want to put your job at risk over this? Ugh, so pathetic when they cry. Oh, Steve!
You talk to me?
Well, obviously.
My name's Stuart.
That's the one. Now, it seems you're one of the staff members that was overpaid last week.
So?
So I'm going to need that money back as soon as.
Not my problem. Payroll the one who fucked it up.
Well, that's hardly the right attitude to have, is it? I'm going to need you to draw that money out and have it to me by the end of the day, please.
Fuck off, Louise.
It's Lisa! So rude. Ensuring that all the employees' contracts are up to date and keep up with the changing aspects of the zoo is very important. I mean, usually Karen deals with it and I simply cast an editorial eye over it, but as she's not here, I'm going to have to deal with the changes that will need to be implemented. The most important thing to take into account is the business, of course.
Do the employees not come first?
At the end of the day, we have to consider what money we've got coming in above all else. Otherwise, how are the animals going to get fed?
What about paying the employees? Surely that's quite important.
Of course, but the less we have to pay, the better. And we have to establish who's the most valued for money, you see. An hour? No, I hardly think that's necessary. Most of the contracts state that you can go on paid maternity leave when you've been with us for 1 year. But I think we're going to need to change that to 2.
Why is that?
Well, it's all down to loyalty at the end of the day. We want to know that they're in it for the long haul. What? No, that's taking a piss. I mean, they might as well not even work here with those hours. All in a day's work. It's nice to know that things are back on track now. It's about time, if you ask me. Hello? Who? Oh, does she work in retail? She's the manager, is she? That's right, yeah. No, I'm very busy at the moment. Well, you'll have to tell her to come back another day. Hiya. I think we've got a serious problem. What is it now, Alice? Struggling with pivot tables again? No. There's word going round that there's been serious alterations to everyone's contracts. So? Well, you can't do that. Well, Karen isn't here, so I've had to take over her role. I mean, it's been a long time coming, let's face it. Even Karen has to consult with the managers and Rob before she goes ahead with anything. You can't just make changes like this and expect the employees to be okay with it.
Oi, what are you playing at?
Oh, morning, Howard. Please, come in.
Why have half my staff received emails saying the contract's been ended?
What? Lisa, you can't do that. Who is currently in place as the head of HR? Yeah, but who is it, Alice? You. But this is wrong. When Rob finds out, he'll be over the moon that at least one of his employees is making some progress. Do you know what? I think I'll leave you to it.
I think we need a serious chat.
Well, I am very busy, but I can spare a few moments. Take a seat.
Why, if you sent those letters out? Elaine said you've done exactly the same for retail.
Look, sometimes a company has to cut away the dead weight. I know know it must be difficult for someone in your position to understand, but it'll suit the company in the long run. I mean, what's the point in having people that work a few hours here than there when you can just prolong the shifts of the hard workers?
That's the point, you can't. Those hours are planned around staff members. Some of them have commitments.
That's the problem. You can't pander to each and every employee. If they don't want to work their new hours, then perhaps they shouldn't even be here.
But the ones you told were sacked need those hours. You can't do this, it's not right. I expect them all to be paid at the end of the month. As usual.
That's not possible, I'm afraid.
Why not?
Well, they're no longer on the system.
You've removed them from the system without consulting anyone. What sort of idiot does that?
I would like to politely remind you that I am the acting head of HR. If your verbal abuse continues, I'll have no choice but to terminate your contract as well.
You don't have the authority.
Try me.
Rob will be hearing about this.
And Rob will put him in his place, you mark my words. Hello? Oh, hiya Rob, how's it going? Really? Did they now? Yes? Well, the support from the other departments has been somewhat lacking, I have to say. Right. No, that's no problem. I'll see you then.
Is there a problem?
Well, apparently there have been some complaints from a number of employees.
Regarding what?
I imagine it's just to do with the general running of the zoo, to be honest with you. Rob has arranged a meeting to discuss it, but it's probably just troublemakers. You get this sort of thing from time to time.
Does it relate to the cutbacks and the errors with the wages?
I don't believe so, no. I mean, Karen must have to deal with complaints like this all the time, up with the way she carries on. Karen, I didn't expect to see you here. I thought you'd left. Afternoon, Lisa. Now, I've been informed that you took over my role whilst I was away. That's right. Rob thought my skills were more than adequate to take over from you. I thought he'd be seeing me today, actually. He's too busy. Now, this isn't going to be easy, but the issues that have been raised need to be addressed. Right. I'll cut straight to the chase, Lisa. We've had more complaints about you in the past 12 months than we have had about any other staff member in the past 5 years. Complaints about me? There must be some kind of mistake. Well, I'll just skim over a handful of the written statements that have been handed in. Let's see. There have been reports that you've discriminated against staff members. Some have felt personally victimised by your comments, and others feel you have intimidated them. What? That's ridiculous. Someone's obviously got it in for me. We also have many other issues that I'm sure you're aware of. No? Well, whilst you were filling in for me, you managed to mess up the payroll so much that you felt the need to harass the staff in order to get the money back. Well, it wasn't their money, was it? It also wasn't their problem. Your conduct afterwards was appalling. You do realise that, don't you? And don't even get me started on the amendments to the contract. I was doing you a favour. We have far too many staff on the payroll. See, I know how to save money, but if you don't want my help, then what you did was completely out of order. You had no right to make such changes without consulting the managers first. I mean, I don't even know why you took it upon yourself to do that, when most of your workload never even gets done. My skills are wasted on administration. I'm a thinker, not a doer. Clearly. Look, Lisa. I think we both know that this has been a long time coming. What's that then? I'm afraid we're going to have to ask you to leave. Ever since you've worked in this department, you've caused more problems than you've solved. Your people skills are very much lacking, and your professionalism is, well, it's non-existent, let's face it. So, that's it then. You're just going to fire me because I'm different. It's not that you're different, Lisa. It's that you're awful at your job.
So, how are you feeling?
Oh, marvellous. Why wouldn't I be? I cannot believe the cheek of that woman. After everything I've done for this place. I mean, yes, I do engage in banter with the staff, and I do dislike the majority of them. And I do speak my mind quite a lot, but there was no need to fire me, was there?
So what will you do now?
I'm on to bigger and better things. I mean, I've turned down loads of job offers while I've been here, and it's all out to loyalty. And this is the thanks I get. You know what? Good luck to them. Bloody good luck to them. Because I tell you what, they are going to need it. Do you know what? I'm taking the printer. I don't even care. It's fucking mine. I can't even carry it. But I'm taking it.